Hey everybody, welcome back. How you guys doing? Right, there we go. Get that change. Hey Bodine, hey Pompies, how you guys doing? Right then, my phone's a little bit low. Let me up that a little bit. Everything sounds fine. Hopefully I've got some game sounds. No, I don't. Oh, running a little bit behind us. Just sorting something out with Mr. DAJNET there. Which he will explain a little later, hopefully. Right, there we go. Hey, Mr. T. Miller and David G. How you guys doing? Right, cool. And there's it. Hopefully, is it going to work? No, it's not. Flicking bot, where are you? Bot is should be on. It's going to be a long. Come on, there we go.
Hi, Billy.
Hey, boss, how you doing? Viking Streaming, thank you very much for the subscription for 12 months. Holy smokes! Wow, thank you. Let's try this once
Mm-hmm.
again. T Miller 63. Are you going to work this time? There we go. So there's one for Mr. T Miller. We'll do one for Mr. DAJNET. How you doing there, Viking? Obviously, if you're not following these guys, please make sure to give them a follow. Obviously, we will be streaming. What are we doing? Going to be raiding over to DAJNET in a little while. We are accompanied by Mr. DAJNET and Mr. Wheels today, by the way, just to let you guys know. And we'll give Mr. Wheels a shout out 24/7, and I'll do
Thanks.
Mr. You're very welcome. We'll give Mr.
Definitely here.
Viking one as well. Viking streaming 21. Yep. There we go. Cool. Right. Now that's all out of the freaking way. Yay. Yeah. Hopefully you guys are all
Yay.
having a great day so far.
No,
Um.
I'm not, but hey.
Yeah. Obviously you can explain that later on.
Oh, yeah, but I do have the good news and the bad news, and the more bad news.
Oh.
Website is down and may not be coming back up anytime soon. Uh,
Yeah.
it is well. We're well aware of it. We're working on an alternative, so bear with us. Um, Second part of the bad news that I don't even think I told Billy yet. Um,
Uh oh.
Due to some crazy changes that I cannot figure out, um, the big idea is no longer going to be able to be done.
Oh. Okay.
So that, so obviously the good news is you guys should be testing within a couple days once we get through the rest of the mod checks, which I've already done. Um, how many did I do last after? I got 25 of them done already, so it's about a quarter of them. So that's the good news and the bad news. And I will tell you right now, on top of the other bad news, the changes have to do with the same way the government building works.
What's
In
going
the government, products cannot distribute to and from the same product. They will not auto distribute. So if you have a government building on Wolf Creek, you might as well remove it because that stuff's going to be stuck in there forever. It can't redistribute back out anymore.
on? Ah. Okay.
It don't, so it goes directly that way. It's just taking any of your excess away, and that's why my
Uh,
other idea would not work. So just leave that off and have stuff distribute directly to the factories, which that part does work, but the new idea was just not going to be as reliable because of that.
Mm.
And I don't want to create more hassle. We got a good map here, and the power works great. As see, that's why we made power optional. It's not required. My feature would have been required, that I was gonna add. So
Okay.
you can't, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, it wouldn't be. It's just not stable enough with the current. Maybe in the future, but
Okay.
you know. good news is we're that much closer to being released, right?
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
I mean, that's hey, I'm on board, man. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's
Mr.
do it.
Viking, that is not good. My good. Fell off a cedar today. Oh my goodness, sprained your ankle. Oh, that is definitely not good. And also, how you guys, Farm Boy, how you doing? And Oppies? Has Dave
Island
seen the
Astern,
new
is
drop?
that the one that translates into Volcano Island?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. It is what
Yeah,
it is.
I
I
spotted it the
beat
other
him.
day when it came out, so yeah. I think it's just a translation thing, so it's all good.
Yep.
Ah, so just a quick update on my gameplay so far. Obviously, I didn't get much of a chance to do any work yesterday, so I've done a little bit today. Got the fields that were ready now cut. Obviously, I've just got to finish this one on baling, and then I can probably jump through the night. One thing I was working on earlier as well. Obviously, I've mentioned that I wanted a sort of storage for eggs, and I've actually created one. If I can get over to it, helps if I'm on the right screen too. Let's go to here. There we go. So I've just literally gone into Elm Creek and grabbed a couple of things off of there. It's basically this little shed. I've added a little display, as you can see. I've got a little pipe I've added on for any air coming in and out. And then obviously on the back I've got a nice little working fan as well. Thought that was really cool. But yeah, it seems so far it works perfectly fine. I can drop the pallets in on the front here. I haven't tested this part yet, is the spawning. So let's just grab a handful just to see whether they're spawning. I may have to change it a little bit. Yeah. So obviously that's one thing I'm going to have to do is just tweak that a little bit so it's out a little bit further away from the building. But yeah, I may end up putting it out on the SGA or on the whatever website or link or something at some point. If anybody does want that. Obviously, I was also thinking of making a buildable version, but I think it's going to be a bit time consuming with all the
That's
everything
cool though.
else.
I
But yeah,
definitely would use that, man.
but it's kind of cool. But yeah, a few little tweaks here and there still to do, and yeah, I'll throw it out for people next stream maybe.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that.
You okay? So there you go. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll make sure I'll have a link ready for the next stream on Monday for you guys. That gives me the weekend to just fine tune it a little bit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's cool.
since we don't
Looks
know
neat.
what the big idea was, isn't a bad idea to use it. Yeah, I think if it was able to be worked, then it would have been quite nice. I
I
think you
think
guys
you'll get
would have
there
been
though.
very surprised. So, but
I
yeah,
think you'll see it one of these days.
yeah,
We're gonna see it.
maybe if Dave does another map, we can maybe work it in. I don't know, in 22. If not, who knows? Got 25 maybe coming out in the next year or something.
Technically speaking, I could have completely lied and said that we're gonna release a map, but because we got two big ideas that we still gotta do. The fairgrounds and the other secret thing, but that'll be after the map release. So
Yeah. Dave will explain the website later, Viking, because he's got to show a few things possibly later. But he can explain all that during his stream. So make sure to stay tuned. Some news coming. Yeah. So at the minute, I'm just going to carry on doing this baling. Great thing about having GPS, I can just lock it off and it'll just stay on a straight line. I don't have to worry about it too much. Um, One thing I am kind of
holy.
curious about, and I don't know if anybody else has had it. Now, on some of these contracts, I've noticed for like the harvesting, they're going to like the small oil production. Obviously that one's fine. That one's fine. Has anybody else noticed like some of these placeables showing up on the missions because they technically shouldn't be coming? Like for instance, that one there, the small oil productions, that should not be showing on here, and I'm not sure why it is. I've looked at the XMLs and it's actually stating allow missions equals false in there, so I'm not even sure why that's coming up. definitely a strange one. Yep. It said to bring hay to my TMR. Okay. So something must be broke with that then, I'm guessing. Hmm. Was that added with the revamp, or was that a base game Giants thing, do you know, Dave?
What's that?
The allowing missions and all that for a placeable that we've done. Because obviously they're shown as false, and yet they are coming up with missions to that a building.
Yeah. Um. Um. In your settings, they might have a way to toggle it off. Number one, because they added
Um,
some base settings. I would check there first.
let's have a look.
They have some
Revamp.
revamped settings.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh,
Yeah, T-Mill, there was an egg storage. I will tweak it a little bit,
mission
and
fix maybe.
possibly actually. Let's turn that one off. I'll save that a sec. I'm gonna just do a quick reload, just to see
I
if
don't
that
know.
takes effect. And
It's
on,
either that or it's not working anymore.
yeah, and I hope not. Might have to mention that to Braven. Right. Yeah, so that's something I was kind of a side project I wanted to do. I've been meaning to do it for the last couple of weeks. Is basically a small storage for the eggs. With the one I've done, it can actually distribute as well, so it makes life a little bit easier. So if you've got a lot of eggs accumulating, you can just throw it into that, and it'll distribute it to the factories that you need to. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Very strange. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. But yeah, it's been one heck of a day, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's always your fault. On the mod hub, there's a sheep and goat barns. Yeah, um, I seen it was like sheep pens, but they actually output milk or something. Right, so yeah, so if you did miss it, so this is what I was doing. It's just basically a little shed. Obviously it's got a nice little active fan, which giants should freaking do to their fans all the time. Obviously at the input wise, it goes just at the front there, and then you can spawn pallets on the side. I do obviously need to bring that out a little bit more actually, so it's not so much in the player trigger. Let me do that again. So obviously at the minute I've got it set to 50,000 on distribute, but obviously one thing is um, I haven't got nowhere for it to go. Hey X-Man, how you doing? Let's see if I can spawn any more out. Probably not, because I'm in the trigger, I think. Spawn. Yeah, so does need a little bit fine tuning, because I think it's the collision on the building's probably getting that there. So obviously I'll go through it and fix that anyway. So yeah, like I said, obviously Monday that will be sent out to you. Obviously what I have done is I've put it into the PV storages for now, and it's only going to be cheap, for like 4,000 to purchase it, and it's just eggs in, eggs out, and yay. Right then, let's see if I can check that mission again quickly. Small oil still shown there. Gold crest. That's extent. Well, it's. Let me actually accept that. Now I'm going to try and get rid of these ones. Actually, the grey mill extended, that shouldn't be either, so let's accept that one a minute. Accept that, and we'll accept you. You're going to Goldcrest Valley, so that's fine. So, cancel. Let's get rid of these. And what I'll do is I'll refresh that, see if any more come back up. Right, so we got small, no, something is definitely not right there. They shouldn't be showing. Goldcrest Valley, Grey Mill extended. Yes, something's not quite right there. But, oh well, I will message Braven about that. Did you see my message, Dave, from X-Man? If it's about the website, yeah. And obviously, if you're not following X-Man and T Miller and all the rest of the guys, make sure to click on the links when they do get posted as well.
Yeah,
Right.
I saw his message, but I haven't. I gotta go. I know I gotta go through and do some work on all the bridges and just double check everything.
And
I
I
will
want to
get to that.
offset you to 3. Oops. I need. Are you? Hopefully that's all now, actually. Follow. Should be. B. B. Yeah. So. What was it? Yesterday or this morning anyway? I've got the far field there, harvested. It's been baled up. This field obviously got harvested, and I actually used auto drive to do the unloading for the harvester. I just put it on a hired helper. Saved so much time actually, but it took about 2-3 hours just to do this one little field, which gives you an idea of the size of the fields that are on Dave's new map and the time frame you're going to need. So you may want to, with those bigger fields, just set up courseplay or use the auto drive to unload the hired helper type thing. Maybe have a couple on there.
Or just take your time and don't rush through everything.
Oh, you got to rush. You got to get it finished as quickly as possible.
I don't plan on using anything but in-game equipment and maybe 5 hired helpers. Rush.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously I'm going to be like Dave. I'm going to be using the base game equipment. Obviously I'm not going to use courseplay. I'll probably use auto drive at times for unloading while I'm doing some of the work as well. So yeah, basically what I'm doing now really. But yeah, I ended up actually deleting all the course, not the course plays, the auto drive routes, and I've just set up a couple of simple little ones from the field to the silo for the minute, just so I can remember everything. I think I've got most of it already, so simple enough. Way sad. I know. I'm terrible. But yeah, how are you doing there, X-Man, by the way? Well, obviously, yeah, it is Friday once again, so the weekend is here. Oh, my daughter is actually going to be off. Oh, heck, what day is it now? It's next Thursday. Teacher strikes. Thought, really? Good and at work. Ah, okay. Are you using follow me mod now? I am. I've had it in here since I actually first loaded up the save game, T Miller. I use it occasionally, mainly when I want to do some baling just to get it done and out of the way. But that's about all I really use it for. But yeah, I've got obviously follow me with a heart. Just follow me there behind, picking up the bales as I go. Does make life that little bit easier. Um, let's go into here quickly. I did. Let's see. Fields 16 and 10. I've got them actually now cultivated and almost ready for the next set of crops to go in. Obviously, I've got to figure out what I need to put in next. Thinking about it. I think at the minute it's nothing. The next lot will be canola next month, so I'll probably get some more canola in, and then obviously it's going to be hitting September. Obviously, I'm going to need to at least get some grains in then as well. But I'm still not worried about mustard, so that's fine. There we go. Alright, well, there we go. I use it when I have more than one piece of equipment. Yeah, that is a good idea as well. If you're going to, say, a field and you need multiple pieces of equipment, that's another good way of doing it as well. And the nice thing is it doesn't disconnect as easily as it was in 19. You can have quite a big gap. So it's really... They have improved it a little bit, I think. Definitely. See, another thing, what you could technically do is have two seeders as well, side by side. Obviously, offset the one on follow me and do it that way. So, there we go. One more, come on, drop, drop. There we go. There we go.
Boy,
Yeah, so.
some of these have so many things to fix. But I've got a system. I've been ripping through them. I'm up
Yeah.
to F. I'm working in a feed company.
Ah, okay. Hopefully, there's not too many issues in there.
Oh, there is. There's a lot in.
Dang it. Oh, what are you doing with the player icon that also I did? Are you changing that?
Converting. Yeah, it just needs
Because
to.
I did it and it broke the image. I've actually updated it to the where it was before.
It shouldn't break the image if you do it right.
I did exactly what it said on there, and yeah, it broke it.
All you do is add it, make it a DXT5, and generate bitmaps.
Hmm. Okay, I'll have to look at that again. Because it doesn't like me for some reason. And I don't know why. It was also the size it said it was too big as well.
I didn't have any. I don't think
Oh,
there
wrong
was
one.
any issue with the size popping
Oh,
up on
can I
mine.
remember this one? It's Control F. There we go. Oh, I never turned that on, did I? Y, B. Just trying to remember all these freaking keys. It's not good. How you doing there, Mr. Mouse? Oh, where is it? Control F. There. Go. Yeah, I'm just using my keyboard and mouse today. I haven't even bothered setting up my wheel. Oh, it's gonna be fun and games. For the two-seaters, I would use cosplay. Yeah. Obviously, you can do the same. Oh, he's not even following me, is he? Come on. Come on, Skippy. Oh, yeah, it's going to be one of those days. Yeah, obviously, cosplay can obviously have them offset. I think there's up to, is it 5 or 6? If I remember rightly. Control. Follow. No, you're too far away, aren't you? 6 is it? Ah, okay. Let's see, you got 5 on one, 6 on another? Yeah. Yeah, I think that was something they had added in on 19, if I remember right. Because I remember the Jope. Oh, Joe P1, thank you very much for that follow. How you doing? Welcome on in, guys. Um, yeah, obviously I know in 19 they added that, didn't they? Because remember, I think it was X-Man was trying it out with 3 or 4 harvesters back on PV County.
I'll
Oh.
be back, fellas.
Alrighty, thanks for
Alrighty.
popping in, Mr. Wheels. I think, 19 was unlimited, was it? Okay. To be honest, I've never been big on courseplay anyway, so it's not something I'm going to be running anytime soon. Obviously, I'll give auto drive a bit of a try if I have issues, but I want to try and do a lot of it myself, like on here, and then use obviously the hired helpers as well. It's all good. But I can see it's going to come in handy, that's for sure. Are you going to get round? Yes, good. I had 7 onion harvesters on a field, on field 63 on county. Wow, just tried it out. Yeah, that's mental. Obviously, you have to set up the offset and everything, which is fun. Always fun. But yeah, easy enough to do, to be honest. And if you're clever enough, you could, if obviously if you had, say for instance, if you were using follow me, you could literally have an unlimited amount, I guess. You could literally cover the whole field in one hit. Wouldn't that be nice? No. Aye. Right, well, he's doing that. While I remember as well, for anybody interested in FS23, which is going to be the mobile version, there was some more fact sheets released earlier today regarding what equipment is coming. So make sure to go over to the Farming Simulator website on the blogs. There is that post there regarding it. To be honest, there's a lot of equipment, especially what's in 22, so you should know a lot of it already.
Oh, did I tell you I found the issue of the 5 things.
Oh, what was that? Was it something I
They
did?
were in. Nope, it was
Oh, phew.
something I added. Some of the tree files didn't have the brand in the store items XML. You know, the XML files for the
Yeah.
tree, the orchards. They didn't have it, so
The
some of
trees
the.
have to have a named brand. Or
Well,
none.
yeah, they
That's
say none, or yeah.
that's like daft.
It's in.
But at least you
It's
found it.
basically the same
I think
file description. So,
yeah, I think that was probably the only place that didn't look is actually the orchard stuff.
well, I
Oh,
looked
I didn't even
and
think
looked
about that.
and
Oh, that's terrible.
finally found it.
Yay, so you're fully warning and error free then.
Maybe, maybe not. I'll let you know when I'm done optimizing.
Oh, yeah. Hey there, Ghost DK. How's it going, bud? I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Here is a fine, warm, sunny day. It's not been actually that bad here as well. Pretty sunny. There was the odd little bit of rain, but that was about it this afternoon. But it's doing pretty good. But yeah, that's one thing that Dave's working on a lot at the minute, and obviously he's been asking me to do some as well, is optimizing a lot of the productions and obviously the map itself, so it makes a better performance for you guys. So what that basically means is we're going through fixing any texture issues that may pop up that are already there, removing any additional files that are not needed anymore, and hopefully make your life a lot simpler. Obviously, I'm still working on my little list here. Actually, I do want to attack PMS at some point. One thing I am doing with the ones I've done is I've made sure to drop down that the build trigger as well, so it only goes like 10 meters high, rather than like 100 or 1,000. I've noticed on
I
one or
have
two.
been doing that,
Yeah.
but I think I missed the last one. Dang it.
Aye.
The feed company. I don't think that I forgot that was buildable.
Yes, it is. Good old Cargill is back.
Let me fix it before I can.
Well, if you want to send me some more, I don't mind doing that while you're streaming later.
I
Shouldn't take
might
too
be
long.
done with. I might be done with them before I'm. You're no. I'm like.
Oh,
I don't.
well, go for it if you like. Save me doing it. Yes.
I'm working
Uh,
through them up. I've got quite a few.
okay. Well, if you're up to F, let's have a little have a look at my folder here.
Oh,
Uh,
I did have it at 10, or you might have put it at 10 before.
yeah, obviously that was the last one, so I made sure that that was set to 10 already.
Why
Um,
didn't you tell me that before I unzipped the darn thing? Oh,
there's, let's see, what's that? 58 minus that, 57, 56, 54, 3, 56, what was it? 56, 55, 54, 53, not including the map. Yeah, I'd say you got about 50 or so more to go. But yeah, I don't mind jumping in doing some more if you want. It's good
What do you
learning.
mean? Go. How do you know? I don't even know how many there are. I got duplicates.
I haven't got duplicates. I've got a single folder with all the PV Canyon Crossing, that
I
last
got
lot that I
zip,
downloaded.
I
It,
got zipped and unzipped ones. Some of them are duplicated.
you're terrible. Yeah, I've got 95 currently in my folder. That also
How
includes
many?
the UAL.
It includes everything that I gave you.
Yep.
Okay.
Obviously, I
Then
don't know how up to
95.
date they are. Let me open that folder again a sec. Yeah, 95. Obviously, I did add in the UAL, but I think I got that from you anyway.
Yep.
Obviously,
Well,
that's
I
not
only
going to
got
need testing. There's a swather pack that doesn't need to be worried about. Don't know if you're going to do it up. I suppose you'll be updating the SGA trading station, or is that coming out?
it's updated. It needs to be
Okay.
in there.
The Roper Tiger will be update, or should have been updated already. Obviously, the ranch house, garage, that's off of the in-game mod hub, so that's
No,
fine.
no, it isn't. It has to be my version or you won't be able
Oh,
to sell
okay.
them.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
So
you don't need to worry about updating that anyway, because it's
I got, yeah, well, right.
multi-trailer, map objects, loom. Yeah, there's not that. Yeah, I'd say around about 50. Oh, the Jackdaw, that was the other thing that I added. Oh, that's
Palette.
something as well. Now, I know it was mentioned the other day in Dave's stream. How do you harvest the coffee on the current maps? Obviously, some may or may not know already, but there is on the in-game mod hub the Jackdaw Coffee Harvester. That is the one that you want to be running. If you're using the, is it Braun coffee harvester, get rid of it straight away because that is ancient and it will not properly work. It doesn't raise up high enough. I did actually add it in just for that. Download there. Where are you? So it's going to be this guy right here. It's a nice big orange jobby. And this is what you want to use, okay? When you purchase it, what you want to do is hit the X key to unfold it, and it'll actually raise it up over the coffee plants themselves. So make sure you're using that one and not anything else. Oops, wrong key. Obviously that would be for canyon crossing as well, guys.
Billy, I gotta
Hi.
work on you.
Why?
Why?
What have I done now?
Because you obviously have a little bit of learning to do on image formats that are. Did I drill it into your head yet?
What do you mean?
Every single DXT1 image on your palettes is set to DXT5.
They're Giants ones. I just used them. I didn't change any of
No,
the settings.
you create you brought in the graphic, you edited the graphic, and when you saved them, you're saving them as a
To
DXT5.
be honest,
When
you
you
only
load,
told me about adding the freaking mip maps yesterday. I didn't know anything about mip maps till yesterday.
I know that's why I got to work mip maps. I've gone over that 1,000 times. I don't know where you've been.
You've only ever mentioned it to me once, and that was yesterday.
Uh, oh, I've mentioned it. You don't pay attention to my streams. Is that what you're telling me?
Of course, pay attention to your streams.
Hey Nico, how you doing?
Hey Nico, how's it going? Yeah, how was your stream
I
earlier? I was actually lurking for a little while.
So everybody, here's the list. If you're creating images for farms, it's simple for most things. If it's an in-game item like anything that's viewable in the game world, anything that's in there, it's if it has a transparent background, it's DXT5 generate maps. If
One
it
sec.
doesn't have a
Hang on, young man. Let me.
you better write this down.
No, I'm going to show everybody. Right. So what he's basically saying is in the game you have two different types of textures. This texture here, which is basically a full image texture, is what I'm going to call it. And then you have a second image like this that has a transparent back on it.
Right.
So when you save these, and this is for any modder out there, whether it's Viking Streaming, T Miller, or any of the other guys who aren't aware, when you save it, go to File, Save As. You want to make sure that it's being saved as a DDS, okay? So obviously I've got one there already set up, so I'll just hit save there. When this pops up, if it's a solid one like this, make sure it's a. Now see this says it's a DXT5, but obviously that was what I saved the last one in.
There's where you're going wrong.
That's
That
what
doesn't tell you what that image is. It tells you what the image you last saved is.
exactly. That's what I was about to say before he jumped in. What you need to do is make sure to change it to a DXT1, and also add in generate mipmaps. Okay. So obviously solid needs the DXT1 and mipmaps. Click OK. Now some don't really need that if it's, say for instance, if I come back a sec, for example, your mod icon, if that's a solid image, it doesn't really need the mipmaps on there.
Yes, so if it's a part of the interface and
Yeah.
not a world object, same thing,
So for
DX,
instance
that
that, yeah,
transparent,
so if I go to save
no mip,
that,
no mip maps.
so that's going to be same again, so it's going to be a DDS. So save that. So I'm going to override that. Also make sure it's a DXT1, but you do not need
No, that's a
that mipmap.
DXT5. It's
That's the
got a
5.
transparent
Oh, I keep,
background.
yeah, that's true. Obviously, do not have the mipmaps on there. And save.
Right.
Obviously,
So there's
with this,
four different main settings.
yeah, and I've got to try and remember all these friggin' things. It's terrible. So yeah, obviously with this one, if I remember rightly, so save this one because obviously that transparent back is there. Obviously DDS. Yes, I've got to replace. And obviously, I think I set that one up as a DXT1 without the bit maps. Is that right? Yeah, yeah. And that
Oh, it's a DXT5. It's got a transparent background.
you lot are a freaking pain in the butt. I'm sure I saved that as a 5. 1 earlier.
Five,
A 1 earlier.
five,
Hang on.
five for
Hang on. I am
transparent
actually going to
back.
jot this freaking down because it's doing my head in because it keeps chopping and changing.
There's only two things to remember. One
Right,
for
so
solid
hang on.
background,
So
five for
solid
transparent.
is a DXT1 with MIP maps.
No, here, let's do it this way.
That's the
Solid
solid.
is solid is DXT1.
Yes, that's what I just said. With MIP maps.
No, don't put the mip maps on yet.
So this one right here, this texture.
Right, right. So mip maps are for in-game. See, this is how I want you to learn this. Solid is DXT1. Transparent is DXT5. Mip maps go on anything in the game world. Simple as that.
Yeah, so
Three
that one,
things to
like I
remember.
said.
Yeah, I know, but you're good. You don't save everything with mip maps if it's a graphic image.
Alright, so that one's with DXT1 with MIP maps.
Yes.
DXT5, no MIP maps. I'm actually jotting this down now, okay? So he doesn't have another frigging go at me without.
I'd like to get them going.
And then this one with the transparent back, is that's DXT5 without, yeah? Obviously I'm using
Depends.
that as...
What is it used for?
That is an in-game... It's basically a little egg
Icon on the back
icon, yeah.
of the
So obviously this is going to be
on
the
a vehicle or
DXT1.
something.
Yeah, it's basically on the display. I'll show you here.
And
Right there, so that little egg right there.
If it's in the game world, it needs the transparent background and mip maps.
So that's the 5
DXT5
with.
with. Yes,
5
if it
with.
was just if it's a HUD icon or something, then it's without the bitmaps, but it's still a DXT5. I
So
think you
that's going to
gotta
be like
just
a.
remember.
That's. Oh, there's a special name for them as well. And I can't think what they're called. Because you get them put on like vehicles, you know, like the stripes and stuff. Oh, can't remember. Like an old married couple. Yeah, exactly. So in
An old married
game
couple.
image. I'm gonna call it. So what was the other one you said?
There's only three things to remember.
You said 4.
There's three.
Oh,
DXT1 for a solid image, DXT5 for a transparent image, bitmaps in-game.
okay, so DXT1 with maps for that.
Mm-hmm.
For that, which if it goes onto like at the side of a building or a tractor or something like that, that's going to be seen in game. It's a DXT5 with maps
Right, because it has a
because the
transparent
transparent.
background and it's in-game.
I'm sure I left them off though.
Correct.
And then obviously if it's just going to be in like the menu, for example, like this is obviously going to be the mod image is what I'm currently using it for. It's a
Right.
DXT5 without maps. Okay. So
Correct.
yeah, decals, that sort of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the word I was thinking of.
No, this one's not a decal though. That's a
Sort of
HUD
thing.
icon. So that one doesn't get it.
No,
But a
he's on about
decal
that
would
one.
get it.
The egg.
Yeah.
There's a decal. Yeah,
So
so there we go.
and
God,
like
he's
you
hard
said,
work.
I'm sure I left it off though, but yes, you're supposed to have bitmaps on and that.
Yeah, it looks fine anyway on there. It doesn't show any nastiness, so yeah.
The only reason
Obviously, I'm
why I'm
still
being
learning, guys.
hard
By the
on
way.
him is because, yes, he is. Only reason why I'm being hard on him is because as I run the test runner, I see file missing bitmaps, classic chips, text CS, text, all the ones that he
Yeah.
edited. All your build menus are supposed to have the bitmaps on, the signs, and they don't. You know,
Okay.
all the
Yeah.
bec- because they're in the
Gotcha.
game. They're in the game. They need the bitmaps. If they're not in the game, they don't need the bitmaps. That's as simple as that. And then transparent backgrounds, DXT5. Solid backgrounds, DXT1.
Right.
That goes for everything except for fill planes and
Oh, here we go.
um some of the other textures.
Yeah. Okay.
Fill planes and things like some of the custom layers, like the text ground textures and stuff. They're all BC7 DXT11,
Hang
which
on,
is
hang on,
and
hang on, hang on. They're what? DXT11.
they're the one BC7 DXT11 for fill planes and ground textures.
Hang on, let me see. File, save as.
Who's Oscar? Who's Felix?
I know that. Right, so
But those are the ones I use the
BC.
HXD editor on.
Okay.
And size matters.
BC7 DXT11, did you say?
Yep,
Now, which one? Because there's two on mine. I've got a linear and there's an sRGB version.
the linear.
The linear. Okay. I'm making notes, guys. I'm making notes. I hope you guys are,
But those,
because I'm going to forget all this
but
later.
even that, when it's set up, you got to run it through the HXD editor. Or for my map, you need an HXD editor because we started doing them that way.
DX.
If you use the Giants texture tool, it will create them automatically the way you need them.
I tried that. It didn't work for
But
me.
it doesn't work for you because it has to match mine.
Yeah,
That's why it
exactly.
doesn't work.
Yes.
It'll say it doesn't match the other layers, and that's because we did all the other ones the other way. So any new one I add, I have to use HXD. But if I wanted to go back in and convert them all with Giant's little thing, they would all work. It's just a matter of going through
Yeah,
and
exactly.
doing
Oh,
300 images over.
you're not sure either? Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've got the other
It's
field to
kind
do.
of a only reason why I'm saying I'm trying to be big on this is because if you don't have mip maps, then it has to load the whole image from far away rather than a
Yeah.
smaller
So
blurrier version, and it eats up more memory, which therefore drops frame rates. And we have a lot
holy
of them, so this should
Jesus.
make a
Do you
big difference.
mind? I'm talking. Or Dave's talking. Yeah. Gotcha. So with the SGA logo image, obviously when I ran it through the checker last night, it actually said the image was the wrong size and I had to resize it. Um, obviously when I
You
resized it,
shouldn't
it
have had
screwed it all
any
up.
wrong size.
But obviously that
You
would
don't
need to
it
be
it I
DXT width,
everyone that
is it? Oh no.
one I've
Yeah.
run through the checker said nothing about the wrong size. It just says that it doesn't have the mip maps on it.
Yeah, mine actually stated had the wrong size on it,
Well, that was
which is
probably a
strange.
rare one that you might have
And I had that
resized
on
or something because
three factories.
I don't think it was a size thing. I think it was because I have not seen any and I'm on 30 factories already.
Hmm.
You
Pretty
must have
sure.
been reading it wrong.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'll give up. Whatever.
I got it
Uh,
right here. It
yeah.
says right here. Maybe I fixed it already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on my end it was saying it was the wrong size. I don't know. Mind you, it was friggin' late as well, and I really didn't want to do it, so. uh, yeah. Maybe it was just my mistake. I don't know. Misreading it. Ah, well.
It's here. It is right here. It says file FS22 Frito Factory. Oh well, no, that's the icon. We don't worry about those because I'm not changing them. I'd have to get another one. I can run one of your factories. Which one's next? The glass. Here, I'll run it through the texture. Glass factory. Yay. 11 failed, 6 succeeded. Ha! That was on the last one.
And most of that's giant stuff as well.
It's most of this stuff is so as I run the glass factory, for
And
instance.
David G, thank you very much for that screamer. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same at the minute. Oh.
Test result for the glass factory. It comes up with uh, two that have excess channel. Uses DXT5 sufficient as DXT1. Reduce memory usage by 50% for each of those images if we put them in the right thing.
Right.
Missing mip maps to improve performance and visual quality. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in there, and one is the PV icon marker. This is
Right.
icons PV icon. It's just missing the mip maps. It doesn't say anything about
Hmm.
being the wrong size. It just comes up in the
I'm
missing mip map
just.
section.
What? So what is a MIP map? Here you go. Viking wants to know, and the rest of
So
us.
if you actually load up an image and bring up your layers, I believe it is, it's basically
Um.
a lower resolution, smaller image that loads in from a distance. So if I bring in, let me see if I can do one with mip maps. Just load up any image here with mip maps. Well, I might not get one. Textures. Are you using paint.net? I can't tell because it's in dark mode.
Yes, I am. I'm not in dark mode. I'm in light mode. Let me open up
Oh,
that. It's just my background's dark. Oh, okay, yeah, it is. I wonder if I can change this because I did change it the other day.
maybe I can't. No,
View.
see, in GIMP it would show you. Basically, I don't know if it can
Is that
show
all the
you
little
in.
squares in it, and it gives like the dark texture behind it?
It basically is 7 different layers of
Yeah.
smaller. The image gets smaller and smaller. So the further away, it doesn't have to load the whole thing in. It basically embeds smaller, less quality images for the distance.
Also, like the trees at the minute where they draw in as close you get,
You'll
as
see
kind of sort of
it's
thing.
the same as like your fields. You're using an LOD texture, but it's using the same image, just a further away one.
Yeah. So you see how on the field you've got that sort of blur on in the like that big circle just past it, and then obviously it's quite clearer. That's kind of the map's kicking in type thing, the texturing. And how you doing there, hot stuff?
Right. It's all about the closer you are needing to get a higher resolution.
Yeah.
So with mip maps from a far resolution, you're really only from real far away. If it's visible, you're only loading a like tiny. A mip map is basically a map of textures that go from really small up to the original one, the big, the full one that you see when you're up close. And
Hey,
the
Gamer
further
Mama.
you're away, therefore, when you're far away from things, they take up less memory to view.
Right.
If that makes sense. That's the best way I could describe it. You
It,
can actually, if you have GIMP, you could see the mip maps in that editor when it's created.
um,
It'll show you
yeah, I've not
all
been.
the.
I think I've got it, but I haven't tried running it. I didn't understand any of it.
I was looking to see if you could turn on the mip map layers on, but I don't see.
Yeah, how you doing there, Gamer Mama? And obviously, if you're not following the Fab Fam, make sure to click on the link and catch them when they do go live next. They're a great bunch of people. There we go. What were you playing last? Fortnite, yeah. They do a little bit of Farm Sim, Fortnite, and some other games as well. Um, you're doing all right, and yeah, and I'm not doing too bad, thanks. There, soft stuff. But if you're not following soft stuff, the Fab Fam, make sure to click on their links and give them all a follow. Great. Just finished my Friday work today. Ah, nice. All set for the weekend then, I guess. So map is kind of the pixeling that the picture to several layers with a less solution. Sounds about right.
Well, there's lower resolution, smaller images that from a distance, right?
Yeah.
It puts in seven, I think, seven different layers of the same image that are viewed as you get closer. It gets bigger to the big loads in the bigger image, and it basically just improves memory performance overall
Oops. Did we...
because you don't have to load in the full image,
Oh, look at that
the
layer.
full size image from a distance
Okay,
because
that's done. That's
you
done.
don't need to see the details until you're up close.
Right. Cool. It's kind of clever how some of these games work, isn't it?
It is a lot of interesting stuff. So hopefully by optimizing all these, we can get a few extra frames. And it's one image, two images aren't a big deal, but overall, they will impact performance and memory. So
Yep, and
that's why
obviously
I want to
clearing out
do it.
those unnecessary files as well is going to help it make it easier for you guys to download the stuff as well. So your mod folders aren't
Right. That just
humongous.
makes file size much cleaner too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There we go. Right then.
Now we won't talk about the duplicate images.
Duplicate images? Oh, yeah. I might have added a few when I was adding in the palette visuals
Mm-hmm.
and didn't remove the other ones.
You got the same image sometimes three times in one thing, which means it has to load three different images in instead of just one, but we're not going to relink those that right now. It'll take forever.
3 images? On
Oh
what?
yeah, I've had some factory, well, like the there were three copies in the feed company of some images. Of the palette images, but you had it in three
Oh, I
different
know
folders.
exactly what that is. I know where that is. Obviously, that was because obviously I just converted the building, so it probably had them in there originally, at least twice. And then obviously when I added
Yeah.
in the palette itself, it all got linked onto the palettes maybe. That's probably what that is.
Yeah, you know.
I didn't even think about that to be honest. So yeah, you don't understand any of it. Yeah, I'm starting to think I know absolutely jack about modding. I think I'll just go back to just playing the game and let Dave do all the work.
It's all
Whoa,
right.
whoa, whoa,
We
whoa.
got you covered.
But yeah, so, to be honest, it is good that he's actually starting to point all these things out. It would have
It
been nice
makes
if it
things
was a lot
better.
earlier, but yeah. Um,
I
yeah,
didn't
obviously
realize you
from now
didn't
on I can
know.
actually, yeah, no. Obviously from now on I can actually look closer at all of these different things and make sure that they're not getting duplicates in and the image textures are set up correctly from now on really. So yeah, and what I will do as well now that I've got it downloaded is actually use that test program that Giants have and run it through that before sending anything to Dave. So yes, there is a whole science behind building mods and building a map. Exactly, Viking. Very, very true.
There's a lot of things that I'm not fixing, mostly pertaining to the old shaders that could
Yeah,
be brought over.
the only
A
one
lot of it misses
I've
net
really had
things.
to sort out was the vehicle shader. I think all the rest can be linked to the 19 stuff. Obviously, some of the custom ones that you've had, is it rotator shaders and stuff? I've had to just delete them because they just do not seem to work when converting to 22.
You, yeah.
Even just changing it to like version 5, it just throws tons and tons of freaking warnings and errors. Yeah, no, thank you. Um, yes, when he talks about it, yeah, but yeah, it is nice that obviously not only am I still learning, obviously Dave's giving me all these tips on how to improve myself. Obviously, it's getting passed on to you guys as well because you're hearing us squabble and he's explaining things. Yeah, and
Squabble.
hopefully you guys are picking up some of that as well. Um, yeah, obviously we all use paint.net for the images there, Viking.
Paint.net, I use GIMP for some other
Yeah,
features that can't Paint.net can't do.
yeah. I really
One
need
of
to
the
sit down and actually learn GIMP a little bit more.
one thing that GIMP can do is if you need to, like, especially with like your weight map files and stuff where they have to be 8-bit, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
There's nothing in either of the programs that allow you to change that bit setting, but if you load an image into GIMP, resize it, and then just overwrite the image, it'll save it with the exact same settings that you loaded it in.
All right,
So
okay.
that's one of the other thing that I use GIMP for is say you have a fill plane and you load it in,
Yeah.
or if you want to create a fill plane. I have a plugin in there that will make seamless, so you could take an image that might not be a seamless texture for making like a fill plane,
Yeah.
and you can do a make seamless, and it'll blend it so it looks like a single texture
Oh yeah,
as it
I think I
as
remember you
it
doing that
tiles
in 19.
right as it tiles across um, an object. So
Yeah. Obviously, that
there
is
are
one thing.
certain things that I use it for, but very rarely.
Yeah, if I am using like a texture, one thing when I search for it, I always try and look for like a seamless one anyway. But even some of them just ain't quite right.
Right,
Um,
and a lot of times you can't find a good seamless one, so
yeah,
that's how I learned to create one myself.
yeah. I think what Dave should do is after maybe the map's released is actually sit down and maybe do like a tutorial on GIMP on doing all these different images. That would make my life so much easier.
Yeah.
Because I actually watched a YouTube video and I actually got lost within the first 2 minutes. Like, what? What? Hey, that's not even right. I haven't got that. What? Where'd you go? Where'd you get that from? It's kind of like how you and Shy Wizard when you watched Shy Wizard doing the, was it the animal plane or something, or the water plane? I think it was. and you were trying to
Mm-hmm.
follow him, and yeah, you got lost, and yeah, I was exactly the same with this other person. And it was seemingly the same version of the program as well, which makes no sense. But I couldn't find any what she was actually using.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I do pick up things here and there, so it's cool that you guys. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna keep that little note there. I'm not gonna lose it. I'm gonna stick it with my little list there. Yes, I've got this on my little list. Here you go, guys. This is what is currently on my list still to do. Obviously, it's not a priority, but the surfboard self point for Dave's map. Um, Obviously, Dave's already got the visuals converted over thanks to. Yeah, I can't think of his freaking name now. Somebody the other day did it.
Reliant Robin.
That's it, Robin, Reliant Robin, yeah. So if you want me to finish that off, I could probably do it pretty quickly. Otherwise, I'll just convert it myself.
Have at it because I didn't add them in yet.
Yeah,
But
okay.
we'll get there.
But yeah, so I've got that to do. I want to rework, do a quick update on the PMS. Obviously, the paper from 19 needs to be removed. It's probably going to be replaced. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be replaced. What do you think? Just remove it and use the Platinum DLC paper
Yep.
mill? Yeah, okay. Um, uh,
That's what we're gonna do. Paper roll now.
yeah,
So
I
we
want
don't.
to test to see if I can get it to do the multiple trigger in and out type thing. But I don't know if it's going to work though. Might just have to leave it the way it is, but update it a little bit. So there's that. I've got animal pens to do at some point. The orchard storage and then the CBD factory, and that's me done. Then I can just relax and chill, take it easy. Maybe. But yeah, obviously, hopefully, get testing coming on soon, so that's gonna be great fun as well. Finally get to do some work on the map. Find all those big, huge bumps in the fields. How's it going there, surfing? I was going to say surfing, cowboy. Cowboy Mike's. Obviously, if you're not following, please click on his link and give him a follow, guys. But yeah, to be honest, I think this weekend I am going to take the whole weekend off. I don't care if there's work to be done. I am absolutely shattered this week.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
There's no time to take off here.
I knew he was going to say that. I did. I didn't much this feel. Oh, bugger it, I can't remember. Bother. Yes. I really need a break, to be honest. I just want to relax and play. I'm not allowed to, though.
Well, yeah. This weekend, hopefully, you'll be test playing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you get the map down to a server size yet? I'm trying to
Oh
remember the...
gosh, yes.
Yeah, good.
You know what size it is?
I know you mentioned it last night, and my brain just sort of keeps turning off at times.
Not that I'm ready for
1.4?
testing. 1.01 gigs.
That's
which
it.
is well below.
Yeah.
You know, when I ran the map, there was like 500 textures
Mm-hmm.
and some i3ds.
Yeah. Yes, I do want to chill out and relax in a sandbox, yeah. Maybe have a little sand bath as well. Alpacas like sand baths. uh, Obviously, if you do want help, I'll help you out. For definite with any of the
I don't know. Might be too
itemizing or
hard
whatever you
for
call
you.
it.
Make sure you can handle it.
Uh huh. Maybe. Like.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's an idea, Team Miller. I could yeah, get my daughter to bury me with a little bucket and shovel. Oh yeah, now you're talking. I mean, wellies and shorts as well. Yep, definitely. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. I just realised what screen I'm on. Let's go over to there. That's better. Now, if any pop-ups come up, you don't see it. Haha. Please, no pictures. Yeah, don't worry. I do not actually own any Speedos there, Viking, so you're fine. It's all lies from Mr. NBC. There we go. I know. Yeah, that is definitely one image you don't want to see. It'd be like a beached whale, that's for sure. Oi. No, I'm not that bad actually. But I've got a little bit of a podge on. Yeah, so I've got this field to cultivate, lime, then seed. Got that little one there, that far one. And then the other two fields I need to get limed at some point as well. But yeah, I'm hoping obviously get this cleared, sorted out for next week, and then I obviously jump through a couple of days, get into when obviously potatoes and that need harvested. That was my big main aim at the minute. Obviously I could have just run through the night and got them ready, but yeah, nah. Where's the fun in that? I still want to try and figure out what I want to do with the rest of this patch of grass. I almost feel like actually taking all these trees out, repainting that road, and have it just like a little road in between the two bigger fields and plough the whole lot up. Yeah, maybe. And I just realised something. Beach
Yeah.
roll is my job. If I come to the beach in shorts, I'm sure people call green peas. Uh, maybe. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, so what do you want me to work on this weekend then, Dave, as I'm not allowed to any time off?
I don't know. I'm too busy working to assign work right now.
Okay. Yay, weekend off. Only kidding.
Oh, you've got a few projects. You know what the most depressing one, I think? Most pressing thing
Um,
is?
PMS.
Not even on your list.
It's not on my list. Oh, dang it. Um,
There's
if
one
it's
mod I've been going over, passing over every time. Drill Factory doesn't have the products in there yet.
oh, is that all?
Yeah, you've got boards and you creates boards from boards.
Yes, that was my little test project, just so I knew
We
the
need.
building was okay.
You know what else I noticed, and I don't even know. We're making plates, but we don't have anything using plates to build, I don't think. They're
Plates,
registered
plates,
still in the
steel factory.
Steel Factory plate. Yeah,
Oh,
which
nice.
isn't a big deal. But people will say, why you got those in? Well,
Money
make them and
maker.
sell them.
Yeah. Hmm. Plates, 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 plates. Yeah, that's one item I've never even thought about, to be honest. What do we use it in 19 for? And thank you, Viking, for that applause.
So
It was a
just
building project.
do it!
Hello there.
Make your dreams come true!
Unused files, 11.53 megabyte.
What's that one?
Wait till the-
And obviously,
Blue.
thank you very much, Viking, for that. Just do it. And Surfing Cowboy, how you doing?
Blue
Obviously, thank you.
Factory.
Ah. Oops. Good morning, how's everyone? Yeah, if you're not following Surfing Cowboy Gaming, please click on his link and give him a follow. He is back at streaming. I know earlier he was doing like a test stream, so everything seemed to go well, so that's good. Yeah, but how you doing, buddy? Yeah, Mr. Viking. He may have or may not have slipped off of a cedar earlier and sprained his ankle.
Oh boy.
So yeah, he's gonna be laid up for like 2 weeks. Oh, not good. What's the old boy?
Oh, nothing. That he slipped off of his.
Oh yeah. What kind of cedar was it, by the way, Viking? I never actually asked, did I? Wasn't a John Deere, was it? Actually, I wonder. I'm gonna make a little guess, and I don't know if it's in here. I've got a feeling it's a horse, and I think it's something similar to that. Yeah, the Maestro. Yeah, thought it was. Actually, I think you mentioned about using that the other day as well, weren't you? And I am really getting low on fuel. I'm flashing. Real life farmers can be dangerous. Sorry. Yeah. So how? What? Just out of curiosity as well, what were you actually doing on top of it? Were you like filling it up or doing like checks or something? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I think I've used that actually in game, the Maestro one. Why is that sound? There we go. Yeah, I think they've got that on the in-game mod hub actually. It's one of the Giants mods. Oh. Actually, this is just gonna make me fall asleep. Let me. Hard help it. Yes, I know you're getting low, but you can wait for a minute. Right. Okay, so I do have a fair bit of crops. Well, wheat and the oats actually that I harvested the other day. Some canola, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is grab a truck and trailer and start getting some of that over to being made into flour and such. Why are you still on? How rude. One of the covers was not closed right, so I had to redo it, and then I slipped. Ah, okay. That is, yeah, not good. Definitely not very good. Oh, I'm still waiting on that flatbed container to come out, guys. It's not good. Let's see if there's anything in that one there. Because I'd rather have that one. I have no idea how that got in my head, but get out. Yeah, definitely not good. Come on, where are you? You don't allow me to unload. No spare room. Oh, you bugger. Fine. I bet that thing's turned itself off again. It's doing my head. Right. Forced to unload. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I certainly got both of them at the minute. So right now I'm pumped up on painkillers. Yeah, I bet you are. But yeah, just make sure to keep rested there, Viking. Oh, where are you? That one. That's interesting. Come on, give me it. Give me... Nope, it really does not like these containers. I think it's where they must be set so high. Fine. Oh, I know one that will probably work. The one from PV County.
I'm afraid to look at this mod.
Which one's that?
The greenhouse one.
Ooh.
There
Yeah.
were so many things wrong in the
Too many notes.
tested
Actually, I
one.
was thinking, would it be just easier to take and say a couple of these larger 22 greenhouses, put them together, and maybe add a couple of little bits onto it,
No,
rather than having that big, humongous thing?
nope. It wouldn't be easier because this one's done and that one's not.
Yeah, but it wouldn't take that much to update. Oh,
Yeah, it would.
nah. I could do it over the weekend.
There's enough more important things to do. We've got a greenhouse. Also, you got a 16x map. What are you gonna do with all that space? Uh-oh. If I didn't. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Where's the test
So
reports?
right now I'm, oh yeah, pumped on that. I'll tell you, April has not been a great month. Yeah, I hear you there, surfing.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hispano mod. Yeah, I noticed it's not come out yet. I was kind of hoping it was. Yeah, they seem to be taking forever, and I'm pretty sure it's already gone through the testing and everything. You'll try. Oh yeah, obviously you got the kids, so yeah. But just yeah, try and take it as easy as you can anyway. I'm already sitting on one person, so they can't move. Don't make me have to. Need to. You can do a lot, my friend, but sit on me here in Denmark will be hard for you. Oh, you guys are mental. There we go. Righty. Right, so hopefully I've got plenty of space left in to get this. Why is that door open? I have no idea. Jake, break off. Really? Can I? Can I? Can I? How do you shut these doors? No idea. It must be the one. Oh, 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 I didn't realise I went forward and back. Wow, you learn something new every day. Oh, there we go. Mouse down. That was a little bit dangerous there. Okay, let's get off of that onto there. There we go. Have I just discovered it now? What's that? Yeah, I really don't have the menu up that often, so I don't really see. Well, I know that the mirrors can be adjusted. That is one nice thing, but I very rarely look at anything else in the F1 menu. It always gets in my way. I like to see the gameplay. I don't want to see menus here, there, and everywhere. Even like with the auto drive menu, I've got it installed, but obviously I always deactivate it, so it's right there. I still like to see the game. Even on the mini map, usually when I'm not streaming, I'll have that closed because I know where I'm going. Oh, there we go. Since Viking has time off, he can join us on our multiplayer. Yeah, there we go. You always have it open. Yeah, that really bugs the crap out of me. I hate seeing the F1 menu always constantly open. I like to see the whole. Actually, if I have my way, I can't remember how you get rid of it again. Oh, easy dev. If I had it my way, I would probably play it like that, with obviously nothing there at all. Because obviously in real life you don't have all these little displays all over the place. Yeah. And actually I have found I am actually doing a lot of in-cab driving as well when I'm not streaming. The main reason I have it looking outside is so you can actually see the map for anybody new and who's interested. The only time I tend to do out of cab I've noticed recently is when I'm like doing like ploughing and stuff. Da, 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 da. Well, I have two displays. I have the mini map open on a new map. Then another. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly the same to me. I'll have it open if I am on a new map just to understand. But obviously, the layout on this map, the same as like Wolf Creek and Elm Creek, they're all basically the same. So you kind of get used to knowing where everything is. But somebody new, say for instance during the stream coming in, who doesn't know the map and they can see where you are and stuff like that. I've had a few people actually commenting, "Oh, where are you on the map?" So and that's why I've tended to now keep it up for people. Now, oh, keep hitting that one. I want that one. Yeah, but I think I could quite easily go through the game without any of this on there. uh, oh, right. The other one was oats, wasn't it? So that's what I needed. Right, so. Hey Kushi, how you doing, bud? I have the minimap open on. Oh yeah, I've read that one already. You might need it on the 16x. Yeah, for definite. Definitely. But things like when I'm doing, say, for instance, field work. A lot of the time I actually have it closed. Doing things like liming and fertilizing are probably the only times I really have it open. And this is really starting to bug me. So I'm to keep jumping out to get this ring to work. I think it's habit for me to keep the minimap open. Yeah. The thing is, I've watched a few people, and obviously this is not a dig to them, this is just my own preference. I think having the map like that just wastes an entire screen all the time. You're only seeing like half of the actual gameplay. That's acceptable, having a nice little round one. Even like if you had it on the square, for instance. It's out of the way, so people can still see roughly where you are, what's around it. But obviously, if you do want to see the map, then just ask, can you show like the PDA type thing? And they can just go, there you go, there it is, right there. That's the map. You don't really need to have this thing full sized getting in the way. But that's just me. Even like with like the streaming, for instance, I really don't want a lot of things covering over like all these different HUDs you can get. So that's one reason why I've stayed away from a lot of the mods, because they just added additional menus. It's like, yeah, no, go away. I don't want to see all that. I want to see the map. I want to see the trees and the fields and the buildings and the chickens and whatever else around. I don't want to be having to look through friggin' writing just to see a field. Oh. But yeah, that big square is just too big, I think, in my opinion. It'd be nice if they actually got away with that. Maybe just had the small, like the small circle one. That'd be kind of cool. You can't have a big map. Yeah. You don't like the round one, and I don't like the big mini. So yeah, you tend to have it on this the little square one, don't you? Surfing like that a lot. But yeah, I've seen on a lot of streams they'll have that open permanently, and it's like, excuse me, what's that over there hiding behind? Yeah, it's yeah, redonkulous. Right then. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. I should need to keep an eye on my electric and workers. I'm pretty sure by now I should have enough workers for that oil plant. Was it the oil plant I had the other day? Something. Oh, there's a flour mill. I'll have to check when I get there actually. To have that up and running as well now. Oh, safe. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. The inspector mod is great. Yeah. I can see it is helpful, but I just don't like all that writing. It gets in my way. Oh. Obviously, this is just my opinion on the gameplay. I know all you guys have your own way of doing things, so and how you enjoy it, and that is the main thing. Oh, that is nice, Viking. That looks very, very comfortable, by the way. There we go. That really does look very, very comfy. And all those buttons to play with as well. Wow. Sorry, Viking just sent me a couple of pictures of the cab in his tractor, and wow. It is literally like a mini office. You got TVs in there. Where's the little disco? You need a disco ball, Viking. You're having a party, yeah. It covers third of the screen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Obviously, this is just my own opinion. This cowboy there. When you have that up like that, it's covering a lot of the screen. Okay, it's nice that it's shown off the map, but it's quite easy just to have it on a small one, like the small circle, small square. If people want to see the map, just bring up that. There you go. It's just my preference to the gameplay. I usually actually have it on either circle or off. There we go. Actually, one good thing with having this view as well, you can actually spot where some of the collectibles are as well. Not all the time when you're in cab do you spot them, so it's kind of helpful having it. Like that one right there that I've been through past about 100 times and totally missed this little one. I just need a bigger monitor. Even on a bigger monitor is a bigger map. Nah, but yes, it's like I mentioned earlier, and I think it was Viking or somebody. Obviously, once when you start, yeah, okay, having the mini map is handy to have open a lot on a small one like this, the circle. But obviously, once you get to know the map, it is so easy to just drive around and find places. The nice thing is, obviously, with this being Elm Creek, Obviously, Wolf Creek was exactly the same sort of layout of places, so you already know a lot of where things are. Oh, cripes. And Scurvy Hyam coming in with a resub for 20 months. Wow. Just a couple more months to go and it'll be 2 years. Yeah. And how you doing there, Scurvy? Actually, keep an eye on this guy here. Oh, that's doing well, that's doing well. Good. Let me just jump back a sec. It's okay. That is the cool thing about Farm Sim. Everybody can play different and enjoy it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like obviously people who like John Deere. Literally everything is John Deere, nothing else. But then you get people who don't like John Deere or just like using other equipment. Yep. Actually, I may or may not. I haven't decided yet. Is have a small farm set up just with John Deere equipment on the next map. Corn. Do I have anything that corn can go to? That's the thing. I cannot remember. Um, that is the
Let's see. You got 5 starting farms, right? So
Yep.
one is for Klaus, one is for Case, one is for New Holland, one is for Fent, and one is for. Do I have to use? I don't know. Can't think of another one. Oh, JCB. There, I got 5. That's
Wow. Yeah, obviously
don't need.
my main one was going to be Adco. But yeah, I think I might just set up a small John Deere farm just for you fans out there.
Actually, what I usually do is one is for root crops, one is for greens,
Yeah, yeah, I don't think of
one
that
is
way.
for orchard.
Every farm has everything. Right. I can do some
That way I
corn
don't have
here.
to move. That way I don't have to move equipment around. You know?
Adco is Fent.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Fent, Massey Ferguson, all that sort of stuff. Definitely going to be I'll probably look at using a lot of Valtra next time around. That's another tractor company that doesn't seem to get a lot of showing. So I'll probably use that a lot. Yeah, Valtra. So if you actually look at the Adco group, um, these guys here, the Valtra tractors, these are actually part of Adco as well. But yeah, I do like these smaller tractors. Um, where is it? I think have they got it in here? I don't think they've got the. Is it the 8 Valtra? Let me see. Not the 8 series, the Q. Where are we? T. Oh, it is Q in here. Yeah, I would definitely be using that a lot. Definitely. I think the thing that I like about it is where you can actually reverse the seat. The same with like the Fendt Vario. That can actually you can rotate the seat around and drive backwards with it. I love that feature in the tractors. What trailer is this? This is one of the Hispano modding trailers off the in-game mod hub there, surfing. It has a standard capacity and then there's an extended capacity. Why do you keep going in there? I want that one. I can't remember what it's called though. There you go. The Lizard Serenis, I think it's pronounced. And that's basically it. You got loads of color options. So if you want, for example, a John Deere color, you can have John Deere. Where's the rims? The rims there. Got a nice John Deere color right there for you guys. Yeah, capacity-wise, standard, you got 55,000 liters there. And then you got the Unreal version. That comes from the mod, and it's 255,000 liters. So yeah, very cool. Also, you got your wheel brands, different setups. So yeah, stickers if you want as well for different brands. Obviously this is for console as well, but they only have like I think it's just the base game stuff. Obviously they have also done, obviously a lot of people you guys know already. There is the container pack, this one here. There's also the Titans. Oh, there we go. That pack there. And then they've also got the liquid tanks as well that can all run on those flatbeds. I love it. I'm going to be using a lot of these on the next map. Obviously, one big issue I seem to have is I'm going to have to keep jumping out and in to load up a silo trailer. Don't know why it's doing that. Right, so let's... Didn't even realise I had some cornerstone there, thinking about it. But yeah, I like it. Takes a little while at times for the animations for the unloading to kick in, but yeah. It's nice. Like the one that came out in April, yeah. Get a Porsche. You want me to get a Porsche? Really? Hang on, hang on. I think I've actually got it in here, have I? I have no idea. I might not have. Let's see, small tractor. Oh, you mean the little Porsche Junior? I've got it. Oh, imagine doing a 16x map on that thing. Oh my god. I remember hearing Dave mention about oh cripes, what was it? FS50 or something? Going from one side to the map, taking taking like half an hour or something, or an hour just to get across it. Something like that.
Started with 6.5 hours to get across this thing. That was a fort.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got both of them in there.
We started with the classic equipment, the fastest tractor I think in the beginning that we had was 12 miles an hour.
And Anonymous, thank you very much for that screamer and the 100 biddies.
We did jab style start, but
yeah,
going. Everybody couldn't wait to make $500,000 to upgrade their whatever it took.
Yeah.
Good old classic pack that they released one time. See,
Yeah,
now that'd be an interesting pack for them to release again, a nice new classic pack.
I think they had that converted to 19, wasn't it? As well.
I think they might have. But most of these companies that they're bringing in don't want to showcase their old equipment.
Yeah. Okay, Nico. I will have a read of that when I jump off in a bit. Obviously, Dave does have a 20-minute warning.
20-minute warning. Okay.
Yep. So if he needs to go to the bathroom, get any food, he needs to do it now. Or forever hold his peace. I can't believe I've been past that house so many freaking times and missed that little gem there. Wow. There we go. Kablam. Look at that. Almost like the A-team coming up over there. Do 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 do. There we go. The 1000th Pepsi for the day. Oh man. Yep. Yeah, no, as soon as Dave goes live and I go over there, I'll be jumping off, grabbing a fresh cup of coffee because I've got a feeling I'm going to be needing it.
Nah.
But yeah, still undecided about my little hedge that I put in here with these trees. I think they're still a little bit too low. Oh, stop. Now then, did I line them up to the same? Not they're slightly in, so... Obviously what I'll do, because obviously I've been putting some of these little tree saplings in, guys, in places. Obviously different depths from the road to try and figure out where the optimal area is. I think they might just get away with it, actually. A little better than those. There's an old implement pack out there for FS22. It doesn't have much. Actually, I know Mr. Jababo. He has got a lot of pieces of equipment. I've got an idea. I want to check something. Yeah, obviously he's got lots of old equipment. I know Mr. One Mouse out there. He knows of a lot of places to get that sort of stuff as well. So if Dave ever does want to do a very small equipment pack, I'm sure we can find stuff out there.
Well, look at me. I've done that. Been there, done that. I want to go back.
It's worth a try. Thing is, now here's a question actually for you guys. If, say for instance, Dave was able to figure out how to do a starting option that where you only had small equipment like what Mr. Jababo has, would you try it out? Oh, there we go. Got the blinking thing to work now.
Nope. Oh.
And if so, how long would you do it till you removed all the equipment and got big stuff? Actually, that's fine. I need to keep hold of that stuff in there for now. I think for me personally, it'd probably last maybe 5 minutes before I sold everything. Right, let's park you there. Oh, helps if I'm on the right setting. There we go. There's no... okay, got... Surfing says nope on a 1x map. Obviously this is going to be a DAJNET map as well, by the way, guys, so... It'd be like a 4x or maybe a 16x. 100x. Oh, jeez, no. Yeah, no. Actually, just think about it. Go back to 19. Obviously, it took Dave a good, was it half an hour to go from the center of the 64x map in a straight line out.
4x. Oh, wait. Yeah.
The 64, wasn't it? You did.
64. Well, we did a 256
And it
too.
took you,
Yeah.
well, it took him a heck of a long time, that's for sure, to get across there. Whatever the size of it was. But on a small tractor like that, you'd be waiting hours. Right, you should be actually here. Ba-da-ba-da-bam. Don't worry, I'm going to do some work in a minute. I'm just trying to kill a bit of time. Righty. Let's see what you guys are actually saying out there. No, I can't when it was an option. You tried that as an option on County. Nice one, Bodine. The only one I ever did was the Johnson's farm start. So yeah, that was fine. Already got ahead off for a bit. See you later, buddy. All right, soft stuff. Catch you later.
Latest stuff.
Don't know. Never had an issue using small equipment. It would require some very small fields like a quarter-sized map. Yeah, I don't know how Mr. Jab does it so much. That's the thing. You did the Johnson's farm start as well. Yeah, I think a lot of actually people went that way. I know a lot of people who went back on playing county again were trying out some of the other options there, the optional starts. I think that I really hope that comes back at some point because that was a really cool option. Right, got that done. Got that done. Obviously, what's left of this silo is really going to be for my chickens over the winter because I don't want to be purchasing seeds, so that's fine. That field's fine. I'll also going over with some lime in a little while. Let's get this field sorted, and then probably be about time to either raid over to Mr. Dave or start doing some liming. I would try it for a week, but oh, thank you Anonymous for that jump scare and the 50 bitties. Oy, I swear you guys are trying to give me a heart attack. And is that Mr. NBC out there or is it somebody else pretending to be him? Actually, I haven't seen much of NBC this week. But for me, it's more like how long a time it takes to plow and harvest a field, so workers. Yeah, I got a feeling that there's going to be a lot of hired helpers going on in the next map. Ooh, come on, straighten up, straighten up, straighten up. There we go. We are trying. Yeah, I'm also a little bit tired today. Again, I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's the change in weather. So, I don't know. I went downstairs to get some milk and saw a gecko with two small babies. Oh, nice. New family in the house. See, my wife would want to keep them as a pet, Mr. T. Miller. But I think that is really cool. Oh, jeez. Hello, NBC. Thank you for scaring the crap out of me again.
Thank you for scaring the crap out of him.
uh, yeah, obviously I knew it couldn't be me because I know I do a lot of anonymous sound alerts. So it could only be one of two people. But I'm not going to say who the other person I think does anonymous is. You don't do hired helpers? Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind using hired helpers. It's when you come to like cosplay and stuff, that's yeah, too much, too cheaty, I think.
Hired workers?
Yeah,
Oh,
I like how
cosplay. I don't.
I don't mind using hired helpers, the in-game ones, because I haven't got a problem with them. It's when you come to like cosplay and all that, yeah, I think that's getting a little bit too much. Why don't you just do it yourself? There we go. And obviously, if you guys are not following Mr. NBC Master Dad, make sure to click on his link and give him a follow. Obviously, he was the creator of this map that I'm currently playing on. Obviously, on Tuesdays, he does do a Wreck Fest, which is open to everybody. All you have to do is show up and you can crash into. It is a non-PG stream as well, but you can join in Discord if you want to. Obviously, it's going to be the Sim Game Alliance Discord. That is usually where everyone comes to chat. Did it have corn in it? Actually, I was just moving some corn there, Mr. NBC. I don't know if you were paying attention.
I was moving some too. Remember the fajita I had last night? I just moved.
Oh yeah,
Just
corn
moved
fajita.
that. I
Here we
just moved
go.
that corn. It was a chicken fajita with corn in it.
Oy. Um,
I had a movement.
Sometimes and play around with them. Eventually. Actually, I was kind of like that, T Miller. Sorry, just reading back on your comment there. About the geckos and playing with them. I used to do that with bugs when I was a kid. I used to catch them and then sort of play with them a lot. And then eventually release them back. But every now and again I'd forget about, say, butterflies. And yeah, they kind of got roasted. Because obviously when my dad's a gardener, obviously he's got the little like seeds planter things with the lid on the top. I used to put them in there, and yeah, some are not good. Let's put it that way. I was kind of cruel when I was a kid, to be honest. At bugs. Glad I don't do that now. I look at it as why hire a worker when you can have. To be honest, there, surfing regarding that comment as well. I very rarely ever have issues with the hired helpers. Obviously, one thing I always try and tend to do is at least one headland. If you do that, you don't seem to. I rarely ever have an issue with them. Very, very rarely. And obviously, I have no quarrels with doing a quick headland if need be. We was used to catch snapping turtles and keep them in the pond near the house. Yeah. Actually, that's something I watched a lot on YouTube. Is people who go out in their area where they live, to like the rivers, and they're actually finding fish and like turtles and little crocs and stuff, and obviously taking them home and put them in their fish tank or their pond. And it's obviously over here you don't do that. We don't do that here. Or as far as I'm aware, we don't anyway. So, because obviously we don't have people just chucking fish out into like down the toilet when they're kids and stuff. Yeah, I really wish we could have like wild cichlids out there. That'd be really cool. AI workers decide to do other field. Yeah, that's something I've never had happen actually. Is I'm jumping fields. I think I've maybe had it once actually. But I caught it pretty quickly. I know it happened on Dave's save game on Wolf Creek once, and went right through. I think it was sugarcane field or something. I've gone back a little while. But yeah, very rarely have any issues. Um, ding 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 ding. Yeah, of course we don't have to do any headlands. Yep. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me. But obviously, if you like that, that's the thing with this game. You can play it how you want to. Like we keep saying, you can just play it how you want to. If you want to use courseplay, use courseplay. If you want to use auto drive, you can use it. Everyone is different. I think actually there is a reason why I don't use courseplay. Obviously, when I was playing on PV County, I actually tried using it once or twice, and it threw so many errors. It actually corrupted one of my save games, and I actually ended up getting rid of it and never touched it again. Obviously, I know it's become a lot more stable now, but that incident just put me completely off using courseplay permanently. I think that's why I like using just the in-game ones or doing a lot of the stuff myself. I grew up catching horned toads and grass snakes. Wow. Yeah, I think the only sort of snake we've really got over here in the wild is the adder, and to be honest, a little bite from that is nothing. It might make you feel a little bit woozy, but that's about it. been bitten a lot worse from people, to be honest. Blackadder, maybe. There may be a Blackadder out there, who knows? With his little sidekick, Baldric. Ba-dum. Keep the wild, wild, they say. Yeah. But yeah. Definitely. Is a lot more stable now, just like the incident we had with the AO workers. Yeah. Obviously, having a field close, right next to another field, that is obviously where you're going to have that field jumping. So obviously, if you have a good gap between it, then you shouldn't really have an issue. That's why I tend to redo these ones myself. Oh, you missed that show on Faulty Towers? Yeah, with Basil Fawlty. And oh, is that a notification for Mr. DAJNET? It was. So that's cool. Let me go over. Bam. Change that to Dave's screen, and I can keep an eye on his TikTok. Wherever he is, there he is. Oh. 2 minutes, okay, cool. Ooh, and I've got a surprise for him. Cursed play won't jump fields no matter how close they are. Yeah. Yeah, obviously I understand that it's gotten a lot better and obviously less likely for these things, but if you want to use course plate, go for it.
Minute and 49 seconds.
Coolio. Coolio, coolio. Okay, so I think... Because obviously I don't want you guys to miss anything. I am actually going to call it there. Obviously, thank you very, very much. I'm going to carry on doing this off screen. Let me go over to there. Obviously, if I want to make sure that all you guys have a great weekend. Okay, we are going to go over and see what Mr. DAJNET is up to. Let's get the credits rolling briefly while I'm doing this. So Twitch, Raid. Obviously, I will be back again on Monday, but I will be around here, there, and everywhere as usual. There's Mr. DAJNET. We'll get this raid started. So have a great weekend, guys. Stick around. Let's go show Mr. DAJNET some love and see what's going on with the map update at the minute and any other news coming. But until Monday next time, guys, have a great weekend and I'll catch you again soon. Bye for now.